Okay, sorry, I was supposed to be talking. Okay, now listen to this music for a second. I don't know, can you hear that? Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I didn't think this thing was on. Alright, listen to the music for a second. It's pretty cool. It's basically, it's like a remix of Billie Jean. Okay, the top 10 creepiest and weirdest moments of my childhood. Just bear in mind, I wasn't so much afraid of this stuff, but when I was little, these creeped me out. And I think everybody has their list of things, like as far as TV goes, cartoons, whatever you want to call it, that creeped them out at one point. This is my top 10. This is my opinion. Things you're about to show you are things I saw that scarred me for life. It's just the caption I put. Okay, number 10, ignorance and want. I was much older when I saw this, but it still kind of creeped me out. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I've never seen this in any other Christmas Carol, maybe because I never really watched the real ones. I've just watched, you know, the kid ones, of course, because I'm a big kid. But this creeped the hell out of me. I was like, holy shit. Especially this chick right here. Look at this chick. When she goes, are there no workhouses? And she just cackles like that. It was just I didn't like it. You know, the way she just, like, in that crazy stretch jacket or straight jacket or whatever. It was just weird. I saw this a bit later in life. Still creeped me out, though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, people are thinking, why are you afraid of stupid things? Like, oh, well, you know what? I'm not the only one that's afraid of weird shit. You know, I've seen people afraid of weirder shit. Okay, this is definitely one you're probably like, are you serious? Yes. His name is Lucky 7 Sampson from Schoolhouse Rock. Bear with me. I was like maybe 3 or 4 when I saw this rabbit, okay? I saw him, the first time I saw him, I had a CD of Schoolhouse Rock, or maybe it was a demo from a CD or something like that. He was in the right-hand corner. I remember I was just, like, playing my game, doing my own business, going about my business, and then he just, like, starts talking all of a sudden from the corner, and then he has that target eye. It just doesn't look right to me. It just looks creepy. But I remember just being a little freaked out. As a tiny, tiny kid, I remember just being freaked out by this stupid-ass rabbit, and I was just like, and whenever he, like, would talk, it's like, he would scare me so much that I would want to leave the fucking game, and I'd just be like, I'd, like, leave, and then he'd be like, alright, we'll be seeing you later, and I just have this thing that just went up my spine. It just didn't look like. When I was way younger, when I first laid eyes upon this hair, as obviously, I just, yeah. Sorry if this is going fast enough. Those long ears, those big feet, that target eye, all of it screamed evil to me, yeah. You know, it's just things you're afraid of. You don't even know why you're afraid of them as a kid. It's just things you are, you know. Sorry. I was literally staring at the computer screen screaming, ah! 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 Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Are you walking, Annie? Are you walking? And he teaches you about numbers to top it off. That's even scarier. That's funny. You've been hit by, you've been struck by, walking, Nanny, walking, can you tell us you're walking? Okay, this thing, number 8, Augustus Gloop incident. Basically, when Augustus Gloop gets stuck in that whatever that thing is. I remember being younger, going to places, you know, and being with other kids my age, and other kids my age also found this a little bit creepy, you know. As far as being little, I mean, by that time I was already thrown out of it, but I can see why they thought this was creepy. Come on, I mean, what's his name? Roald Dahl has these dark elements in his stories that, which is, to me, I can appreciate them as an adult, but as a kid, you know, you really don't know what to expect because you're small and, you know, you're scared. Looking back on this, I feel nothing. I love this movie. I feel so happy. I'm talking about my fears. Never got to do this. Sorry. The quirkiness of Willy Wonka is the reason why I love movies like this. Yeah. Are you walking? Oh, number 7, Get Out of My Head from Billy and Mandy. Yeah, basically, what this was about, I mean, this show has a dark element in it anyway. Basically, what it was about was Billy possessing Mandy, basically. And, yeah, it's not creepy, it's not scary in any way, shape, or form, but at the same time, it kind of is, you know? I mean, Billy's a very, you know, I don't know how to explain it, really goofy character, and while Mandy is, you know, I mean, if you're a certain way and somebody, like, your total opposite is possessing you, it's a little, I can see why she got pissed off, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. I know it's not really scary or creepy in any way, but when I first saw this, probably one of the first episodes I've seen, too, and it was on Grim and Evil, not even Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but you know what I mean. But, yeah, I thought it just kind of scarred me for a while. I was kind of like, holy shit, are you serious? Did this seriously just happen? It was just the thing like that, especially when it just creeped me out, especially when he goes inside the boys' room while being Mandy and he's not accepted. And then he goes inside the girls' room, and then he's so embarrassed that he just comes out and he blushes. I don't know why that creeped me out. It just did. It just didn't look right. I don't know, any girl, even if it's Mandy or whatever, any girl wouldn't want to be possessed by a boy. It's just kind of, there's something wrong about it. Cartoon Network was most of my childhood along with Nickelodeon. Yeah, it was. I love the Grim Adventures. I did. I loved it. You know, I'm not saying I hated this show. I used to love this show. I used to always watch it. Known for its weirdness, dark tones, and suggestive messages. Seriously, was this stuff for kids? No, majority of the Cartoon Networks just had things like that. Okay, Scooter rave dancing from that Muppet movie. It's called A Very Merry Christmas Muppet. Basically, it's A Wonderful Life, but it's with Kermit. Yeah, I saw this as a kid. I mean, I couldn't find a real video of this, but I remember the image. This did not look right to me in any shape, way, or form. Imagine being little, you don't know too much about things, you don't know about rave dancing, you're very sheltered, you live a sheltered life, you don't know too much about rave dancing and stuff, but you see this. You know what I'm saying? And then okay, supposedly the Muppets are supposed to go through bad paths without Kermit, supposedly. So when you see this, it's a little concerning. It's like, I mean, I'm not the only one that found this creepy, man. Other people did, so... That's why I put it there. You know, it's just weird, creepy shit. You know, I don't know. That's why I really don't like that character, Scooter. I just don't like him. He's weird. He's weird to me. I'm not saying I hate the Muppets. I love the Muppets. See, it says right there, I love the Muppets, but Scooter's just weird to me. I don't know. It's just a thing like that. It's one of those things. Simpsons X-Files scene. Now, a lot of people wouldn't think this is scary, but I did. So imagine being very young, being 3 or 4, you know, watching this. You don't expect shit like this, you know, and of course Homer makes it up with the stupidity, because this show is nothing but stupidity, you know what I mean? So of course it was funny, but you know, when you're little, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I get scared easily. This one, number 4, Abracadabra episode from Powerpuff Girls. Okay, basically, this kind of did scar me for life, because I don't know, maybe Cartoon Network just wasn't for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved Cartoon Network, I still do, but, I mean, the old ones anyway, but it was just wow to me. It was just like, whoa, seriously? Like, what happens basically, this guy, first of all, it's kind of silly what happens. What happens is the little girl does something to mess up his act, and basically he starts tripping everywhere, and all his tricks start getting revealed, and he's just embarrassed because everybody's laughing at him. Not only that, but then he ends up dying in a coffin, like getting into those sharp things and then dying, you know. It's like, it's like, wow, what a way to die, you know, to die in your own act. That's pretty humiliating. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if humiliation maybe scares me, maybe, but that might be it. But I remember being little, and this just kind of creeped me out a little bit, you know, just a little bit. I didn't expect it, I guess. See, he just backs up in that thing, and then everybody's just laughing. They have no idea what's coming, and just this whole wow, just wow, that's deep. And to top it off, then not only that, but imagine being very little, you know, he comes back as a zombie, you know, and starts terrorizing the place. It's a bit much. It's a bit much, you know. But, you know, of course, things like that, if you don't have things like this in a cartoon, that's what makes it good, you know, just good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about when I was little. I mean, shit. It was a bit much. I'm sorry. Maybe I should skip through this a little bit. It's kind of long. I'll skip through it a little bit. Okay. Here's the thing. Is it this part? Oh no! I gotta show you something. It's important. Right here. After the card part. After this. After the rabbit. I'm sorry. Just pushing it. Annie, are you walking? Annie, are you walking? Are you walking, Annie? Okay, right here, where he sees Blossom. Blossom supposedly looks exactly like that girl that humiliated him. It's just eerie. It just gives you an eerie feeling. I don't know. Well, when I was little, I was maybe like 6 or 5 when I saw it. But it just gives you an eerie feeling. You know what I mean? Like, holy crap, what is he gonna do to her? You know? He just has this watch. He just hypnotizes her. It's a bit much. You know? It's just I know people wouldn't agree because people are not like me, but you know, that's just my opinion. Shit, holy crap, look at that shit. It's pretty funny. I actually put some of these elements, I can see some of these elements that I've gotten from my childhood and I've just put in my stories, and that's what makes them kind of dark, you know? There's something so creepy about that girl who had Blossom being involved. I don't know. Like, hello, I'm thinking about it. I have these 2 characters named Tommy and Katie, and Tommy kind of does the same thing. I mean, it's not the same situation, but what I mean is he just hypnotizes her. Number 3, Max Nightmare. I love this movie. Just to let you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love this movie. This part right here, when I was little, I'm not the only one. Other people felt the same way. This part creeped me out. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to turn into my dad, and especially if I was a teenager going through a lot of stuff, you know, wanting to impress a girl, just hypothetically, wanting to impress a girl, you know, and just suddenly turning into the dad, you know, that's a bit much, you know, shit. I mean, talk about embarrassment, man. I mean, this poor guy, I don't blame him. He probably gets, poor Max. Okay, I'm not the only one in this boat. This scared me the crap out of me as I was a child, and guess, supposedly it's funny. It wasn't. Okay, sorry. It wasn't. Alright. Sorry about that. And here you walking, and here you walking. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to turn into my dad. To this day, I don't think I would want to turn my dad. I mean, that's just something natural, man. And I'm already older. I'm already like 19. Sorry. But Honey, I Shrunk. Okay, this one, you cannot blame me for being scared of this shit. Okay, this is number 2, right? I'm dreaming of, or am I? Basically, okay, I remember, let's put it this way. This thing scared me so much that when I was already older, I thought I had got this scene from a horror movie, but it wasn't. It was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but it was still creepy, man. It was this frog dissecting a human. It just didn't look right, you know what I mean? This must have scared the hell out of me so bad I grew up thinking this memory must have came from horror flick or something. Turned out it was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Of course. I don't think any of my parents will let me watch something scary, you know. They know the way I am. I get freaked out easily, so. I've always been a coward. Yes, I'm proud to say I'm a coward. Number 1, Itchy and Scratchy scene. Okay. This may sound like so stupid, so silly. I mean, why is this number 1? Well, the reason why it's number 1 is because I have an unknown fear. I'm sorry, let me turn off the music. I have an unknown fear of escalators, and I don't know why I have that fear, but I have had it for a while. I mean, I'm over it. I mean, I can go on an escalator; it'll be cool, but it's just, you know, it's that thing that's just always been in me. I've been afraid of escalators, and I don't know why I was afraid. It was this fucking episode of The Simpsons, you know what I mean? And I'm not blaming The Simpsons. Believe me, I love The Simpsons, but it was just, I think this, like, scarred me for life. I mean, it sounds really stupid, but it did. The end. You know? May you conquer the things that scared the hell out of you as a kid. Yeah, and I have, so. Thanks for watching. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having the time to find out what my childhood fears were. Okay, there you go.